Hi everyone, Victoria Cochran, back from holidays and running 2 minutes late. Sorry. Hope you're all well and surviving the winter if you're down south like I am. We actually went on a 12-day cruise and didn't have the best weather for the first half of the cruise. Oh, I do apologise for that. We got better weather once we got to Suva. I'm just going to make sure this can stick. There we are. Yeah, so I haven't got much of a tan to show you. And I'm still rocking. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but I'm just still, it's been 3 or 4 days now and I'm still kind of rocking. Oh, drat. I'm just going to have to try and organise this. Hold it down for a minute. So, good morning, Sonia. Actually, no, good afternoon now. And great to be back. Hi, Jana. Welcome to everybody who's hopping on. Hope you haven't forgotten what I look like. So, thanks to Sarah, Spiritual Events Directory, for having me on. I really appreciate it. And for Tasmanian people, I'll be at the Tasmanian Psychic Expo in Launceston this weekend. I missed Hobart because I just got back from holidays. And then the following weekend I'll be at the Devonport Psychic Expo. So the Launceston one is at the Best Western in Earl Street, and Devonport is the Gateway Hotel. So 3 days, Friday to Sunday, and hi Samar, and so looking forward to that. And also in Launceston I'll stay on and do my day at Second Nature Wellness, which is in St John Street, on Monday, and I have a couple of appointments left. So today I was going to talk about ascension, because ascension is something, sorry, my computer wants to shut me off, no. Ascension is something that affects everybody, and something that I've been working on for, goodness, 10 years now. And it's taking a bit longer than we would like and the masters would like. But I just want to talk about what it means and how it affects everybody, and what we can do to get on the path of ascension to help ourselves and the planet. Hi to everyone. Hi Marija and Rita. Now I'm just hoping that that's going to be stuck now, so I don't have to hold it. I do apologise if it falls again, but it looks pretty good now. Okay, so 2012, the 12th of the 12th, 2012 was the actual date of ascension. And so ascension means a raising of vibrations and a higher consciousness from third dimension to fifth dimension. And a lot of people bandy it about, or say they've ascended or whatever, but it's a work in progress, and I don't think anyone can ever say that they fully have, unless they're really a Buddhist and they're just in meditation all the time. And I guess, you know, that's good as long as they're sending it out to the world as well. So I want to show you this picture. So this is, I've written 3 books, and I'm actually on my 4th one, and I'm really trying to get that finished. So these 2 are about ascension, and these were written in 2013 and republished in 2015. And this picture here shows what ascension is, pretty much. So most people are living in third dimension, and if you have a look at that picture, this picture was drawn by my beautiful friend Renee, who was in this meditation on the 12th of the 12th, 2012, and we all saw virtually the same thing, which is great confirmation, isn't it, when you're all kind of in there together, and you can actually confirm what you saw. And so basically we had been working with a few people online, other authors and online people were doing work on ascension as well, and we'd been doing a lot of preparation of bringing things to a higher vibration through the violet flame of transmutation. And I'll talk more about the violet flame because we're going to do a violet flame meditation today. So basically, if you're living in the third dimension, this is ego, materialism, greed, corruption, serving self, pretty much. And if you think of all politicians, corporations, just if you go overseas to anywhere where people are just in survival mode, that's third dimension. Or even in Australia, a lot of people are still in survival mode, just trying to get enough money together to survive. Hi, Nettie. So third dimension is incredibly dense, and it can really drag us down, and until we get into gossip and we get into the drama of things. And the media is incredibly powerful in keeping us in fear. And that's what third dimension energy is too. It's fear, it's manipulation by corporations for us to buy things and to think that we have to have the latest, and to think that perhaps we have no power. And so this is where we need to be moving out of. And a lot of people are trying. They're really trying to get out of it, but it's really difficult. If you've got people who are in the third dimension, because as we start to raise our consciousness, and really we're talking about consciousness here, then we start to lose friends, because we're just not on the same wavelength anymore. People wonder if you've gone nutty, or what on earth's going with you. I mean, when I first started doing this work, it was like, who are you and what have you done with our mother, with my daughter, with my wife? So it's incredibly difficult, and it's also hard to talk about for people who aren't there yet. But a lot more people are awakening now and starting to raise out of it. And so hi Renee, and as we're starting to raise our consciousness, so this is where we want to get to oneness, to tolerance, to everybody living as connected. Because also, I apologise if you are religious, but I do need to say a lot of the religions of the world are teaching separation, and it's actually a book, are actually contributing to this denseness by keeping us in fear of not going to heaven, and being in sin and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to get into that conversation at all, but it doesn't help, and when so what we've got to do is just try and start to see things from a place of... I meant to turn the phone off, just a minute.
Call from private callers. Call from private callers.
Sorry, I do apologise. That was a job that I meant to do. Hi Beverly, how are you? I'll just turn my phone down now that I'm thinking of that, because that could be the next thing that'll go when my husband's trying to get hold of me. All right, so go down. So as we're raising our vibrations, we start to think more about how our behaviour affects others, how we are connected to people in the world, and we're starting to be more concerned with what's happening in the world and how we can help. There's still some ego there, and there's still, I'm great, thank you. We're still a little bit kind of in drama and that kind of thing. But as we move higher in the fourth dimension, we start to become more in the light and more able to be uninvolved in drama. So fifth dimensional energy, I pondered this a lot. Am I in the fifth dimension? Yes and no. I'm a teacher and I'm able to convey this to people, and I do shake off things a lot better, and I can see things from a high perspective. But if I don't meditate, if I don't keep connected, if I allow myself to get run down and then immersed in little things, then no, I'm not. And so I think it's really a big process of really trying to anchor ourselves into our heart space, to come from our heart centers, and to really think before we speak, and to really think more with our heart rather than our head, and to start to see the bigger picture of things. So this book, Raising the Energies of Mother Earth Towards and After Ascension 2012, I did channel. It's channeled from the Masters, and it came out in 2013. And I republished it under my own label in 2015. And in here, I do explain... It's funny because in this one I explain what third dimension is. In this one I actually explain this meditation. So I'm going to read the meditation to you first. This one, Beyond Ascension 2012 Universal Truths, goes on to talk more about ascension and also the light body and all those things that I would like to touch on today. But I'll possibly continue talking about it next week. Okay, so the birth of Mother Earth, and Renee's done these beautiful little pictures throughout the book. These are available from my website, or you can get them online as ebooks or from any online bookstore. On the 12th of the 12th, our meditation group met to help Mother Earth to bring in the energies of the fifth dimension. After going first to the crystalline or lightworkers grid to recharge ourselves in the new energies, we asked the Creator to take us to the Masters so we could assist in the opening of the portal through which Mother Earth was about to ascend. And you can see that portal there. It's kind of really going from the dark into the light. And we all kind of grabbed hold of it. It's really amazing, amazing, amazing meditation. I was met by the Masters of the Cosmic Council. Behind us was Mother Earth, and in front of us was what looked like a dark cloud. I realised that I was looking out at the universe with the beginning of a portal, reminiscent of a doorway, swirling and moving in front of me. All of a sudden, we were flying into the portal cloud, and we all took part of it to hold. Archangels Michael, Raphael and Gabriel began to fly around and around inside the portal, creating a vortex that began to stretch the portal wider as well as deeper into the cosmos. I saw it stretching both ways, towards the earth and away from it. It looked like a big white tunnel. The Masters, other lightworkers and I were holding the portal as wide as we could. I then became aware of the earth moving slowly and steadily through the tunnel. I was witnessing the birth of Mother Earth into the new age. It was an amazing moment. Mother Earth slid silently past us and then moved steadily upwards until she was sitting above us. She was a bright turquoise blue. Others in our group who witnessed this said they saw her as a beautiful turquoise crystal with a pink heart beating in the middle of it. I looked behind me and saw the old Mother Earth. She looked dark and old in comparison to the newborn Earth. The image on the cover of my first book, Raising the Energies, Exhibit A, drawn so beautifully by my lovely friend Renee, is a depiction of this meditation and the moment of the ascension of the Earth. The Masters told me that the portal is to remain open for the next year to 18 months. But see, it's still remaining open because people are choosing not to change. It is essential that humans raise their vibrations above the dramas and density of the third dimensional state. Give love, receive love, and be love. That is all we need to do to rise with Mother Earth into the new age. This is an amazing opportunity, and how beautiful it is. So now we get into the area of dimensions. Is it possible to be living here, here, and here all at the same time? Yeah, it is. Because of what we're thinking. We create our own reality. We create multi-dimensions with every thought and word that we speak and think. And so we can be thinking one minute, I hate that and I just wish I didn't have to do it, and blah, 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 blah. And the next thing be beautiful to someone and smiling and be thinking beautiful thoughts about something. And so we're moving between dimensions of consciousness all the time. And that's why I always say to people, you've got to be really careful of your thoughts and mindful of what you're thinking and what you're sending, because we're all connected. We're all one. We're all one and the same. So we're thinking about dimensions of consciousness, then the highest consciousness is the Creator, which is unconditional love. And in the energy of unconditional love, everything just is, and everything's connected. There's no separation. Everything's just one. Got nothing to do with religion. Okay, it's not religion. It's just oneness, and it's love without conditions. And so connected to that, if we're connected to that beautiful light and in that bliss energy, then the lower energies can't get to that. And that's why it's so important to really meditate and to try to connect to that beautiful light. You know, working with the spirit world, that's not a God energy. You know, it's lots of vows and commitments, lots of darker energy. Even the angelic kingdom and the masters and the angels have opinions. They work in duality. They work in dark and light. They work for the greater good, and they work for sacrifice. In the energy of unconditional love, there's no sacrifice. We don't have to sacrifice anything to be close to the Creator and to send out love to the earth. And the higher energy is actually better for the earth anyway. So I'm hoping that makes sense to people. So if there's lots of negative energy around you, and I love the purple hearts because the negative energy is beautifully transmuted by the violet flame of transmutation, which is an etheric flame that was gifted to me, but to lots of people have it, by Archangel Gabriel when he turned the tips of all my fingernails purple one weekend. And they actually went really purple, and I had pink nail polish on, and it stayed like that for a week, and the message was use the violet flame more often. Like, okay. But Archangel Zadkiel is the keeper of the violet flame because he is the Archangel of the seventh ray. So he and Holy Amethyst, the keeper of the amethyst crystal, which negates negative energy, are the angelic keepers of the violet flame. And Saint Germain is also the keeper of it, and he works for the planet, negating negative energy. So, see, I wear a lot of purple because I use the violet flame a lot. And also, if I find myself getting angry, then I will bring up the violet flame and just dump everything into it. And we're going to have a go at that today. Makes such a difference. Everything just shifts. If everybody did that every day, then the world would be a much happier place. The other thing I do is send it out to the world. I send it out to the human collective consciousness because, as I have said, every thought goes out into a mishmash of collective consciousness that is moving and shifting all the time, of dark and light, negative and positive, love and hate. And so the more love we put into it, and the more we can put the violet flame into it to negate all that yucky stuff, the better. It actually really affects the consciousness of the masses. So before I pull a card for people, and then we'll do I'm going to do a collective card reading, but I just want to read you about third, fourth and fifth dimension, just so that you can be a bit clearer. Please don't hesitate to make any comments about it, or any of your experiences at all. Where have I got it? I've got it here anyway. Just wake myself up. Third dimensional 3D energy is that of the human ego. It is a state of doing, of materialism, living in the physical body, and of serving self. The fourth dimensional state is one of becoming and of moving to the fifth dimension. If you are feeling more aware of and wary of 3D dramas such as celebrity status, who cares, trivial fiction and petty jealousies, while at the same time feeling more empathy towards others and being more aware of looking after the earth, it is likely you have moved into the fourth dimension. Fifth dimensional energy is a state of being and that of ascension. People who have reached this level radiate light and unconditional love. They see beyond the dramas of the earthly plane and are able to accept people for who they are without judgment. They serve without the need to serve their own egos. They are well on the way to enlightenment and are the way showers for those who are still struggling to raise their vibrations above the third dimension. These people are quite often spiritual teachers, mentors, and tireless workers for the planet and humanity. We are on a never-ending soul journey of learning, growth, and evolvement that leads to oneness and enlightenment. The messages in both these books are not aligned with any religion. They are designed to assist people to understand truths about the universe and man's spirituality, which human consciousness has previously rejected or misinterpreted. And so that's, I was probably looking in the wrong book. So ascension then is raising our vibrations, and there are lots of ways to do it. Staying out of drama, not watching the news, not engaging in gossip, moving away from people who do that kind of thing is really important. And really trying to see things from a point of view of love. So instead of seeing a glass half empty, start to see it as glass half full. Change your perspective, change your life, pretty much. All you have to do is turn your thoughts around from seeing it as a negative thing to a positive thing. And it really just takes a bit of practice to do that. You know, mindfulness. So many people teaching mindfulness these days, and it's so important, because when we're mindful of what's coming out of our mouths, of the way we're talking about ourselves, of the judgment that we're putting on ourselves and other people, we start to change our words from positive, I can't do that, to I'm working on doing that, I'm getting better at doing that. It's just a little change, but it makes such a difference, and it changes the vibration, the feel of everything straight away. So really trying to be mindful of what we're saying, what we're thinking, and how we're feeling about things. And if we're feeling negative about things and starting to blame other people, stop that. You can only look at yourself. We can't change anybody else. Where does it come from? What are you contributing to it? Where does it come from that you think someone is judging you, or that you don't like what that person's wearing, or hi Ginia, or anything like that? What is it in you that's making you think like that? The people who say they made me do it, that person made me do it, no. That's just dumping responsibility onto someone else. Actually need to really take responsibility for your own thoughts and actions. Where does it come from? For me, it's always been lack of self-love. And that's something I'm still working on at the age of 58. Loving myself enough, and feeling insecure about my friendships, and not feeling important enough. All those things will make us say things like that or blame other people. And so we can explain all those things, but it doesn't excuse it if you don't take responsibility for your thoughts and actions. Okay, and that's a harsh thing to have to say, but it's true. And as a theta healer, when I'm doing healings for people, they'll say, this person makes me feel this way. Okay, I'm going to look for where that comes from. And quite often it comes from childhood. It can sometimes come from a past life, but generally it comes from feelings of insecurities, being unloved, trauma, abuse and stuff from your childhood, or something that's happened to make you not feel loved and lovable. And so we always look within, can't change anybody else. If everybody just did that and looked for their own belief system and the flaws in it, honestly, the world would be amazing. So that's what we need to do. Become conscious of your thoughts. Try to make meditation a regular practice. It doesn't have to be an hour sitting on a lotus flower somewhere. It's just breathing, bringing yourself back, being mindful, being conscious, being in the now, cleansing your chakras, all of those things that can just help to keep you centered and grounded and not off with the fairies and starting to let your thoughts run away, because the more we're in our mind, the more we create that could possibly be destructive to our and negative to our thought patterns. Be conscious of the food you're eating, and if you can't avoid food that's got chemicals or that's been slaughtered or anything like that, send love to it. Give blessings for your food. Give thanks to the fruit as you pick it off the vine. All those things raise the vibrations of it. You can do it in your head. You don't have to let people hear you say it. But it just really raises the vibrations. Saying grace before eating is incredibly powerful because it's giving gratitude. Be grateful for what you have instead of wishing for better all the time. All those things are very high vibrational practices. Reducing your drug and alcohol intake is really important. Having days off alcohol, actually giving your body a bit of a break, raking your food, or that kind of thing is also really important. The music that you listen to, what vibration is that? Is your home really cluttered? Because if there's a lot of clutter around, then it traps energy too. Have you washed out all your crystals lately? That's really important. What television are you watching? What media are you engaging in? Are you actually engaging in all that drama that they're trying to make you believe? How are your friends? Are they draining you? Because it's hard to say that when we start to raise our vibrations, as I said before, friends drop away. And it can make you more tolerant, okay? So hopefully it makes you more tolerant and you can see people who are negative in a different light and to know why they're like that. But it can also mean that it's just harder to be around them. And so you just have to protect your energy, start to protect your aura, zip yourself up, make sure that you wash yourself off or break your energy after you've been with people who are really lower vibrational. Detach from the drama, practice compassion and forgiveness, start to let go of the past, really, really important. Start to try to forgive, let that forgiveness in and just realise that it's not setting that person free, it's actually setting you free. And bringing in your light body. Now the light body I'm going to talk about next week, but it's basically bringing in all your higher light into your chakras. And it is what I did with, it's a process of what I did when Gemma was in my room and we were doing the chakra activations. It's actually bringing in higher sacred geometry and light formations to actually bring in your crystalline body. Very important. Okay, so I've gabbled and gabbled and gabbled and no one's really said much, but I'm hoping that that's kind of resonating with you. Before I do a violet flame meditation, I might just bring out some cards and just see how people are travelling. So I'm just going to make a dive for my basket, because the other thing besides not turning the phone off was not having my cards close by. So I'll just do that. So, you know, if you are having trouble with a lot of negativity and a lot of things happening, change your thought patterns and protect your energy and start to keep some distance between people. So, Jenny, I'm just going to do cards for the whole collective because the week that I tried to do cards for everyone, I was exhausted myself. So, but I'm going to do it in the line of perhaps, you know, how people are being affected by drama and that kind of thing. And the other thing is to really keep hydrated. It's very important to keep hydrated. I'm just trying to think of which cards might be useful. I've got these beautiful cards, and I forget what they're called actually, but they're heart-shaped cards, impossible to shuffle. But let's have some messages. So if you've had a few struggles, just give me a thumbs up if you've been struggling lately with drama and with negativity and trying to keep your vibrations high. How many people are having trouble with that? And I'm just going to do a card for you. No thumbs up. Everybody's going okay. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to ask for a positive card for you to help you to lots of hearts on this one. Actually, this one is very relevant, I think. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. Hi Gloria, doing a card for everybody. So this is for people who are really struggling at the moment with heavy energy and who are finding it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So to make sure that you can feel like things are changing your thoughts is really important. It is beautiful, isn't it? These cards are really lovely. They can be a bit kind of text heavy, but they're still really beautiful, and I apologize, I don't know the name of them, but they are really lovely. So if instead of getting up in the morning and thinking, oh, it's going to be one of those days, how can you change that? What can you say? Okay, it could be a challenge today, but I'm up for the challenge. Okay, if something bad happens, okay, what is the lesson? I can deal with it, you know. So it's just starting to really change your thoughts, and that's the homework for this week, guys, if you're up for the challenge, is to catch your thoughts and to actually start to change them. Notice how much negativity you're actually putting out and start to change it to positive. Change from glass half empty to glass half full. Okay, right, so another card for those people who, so this one again, sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. So there's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And so it's about just seeing the blessings. Even with terrible adversity, there's always a blessing. So it's about just, and also just knowing that we are given challenges to learn lessons, but also sometimes when things are ending, the blessing will follow, so everything will work out. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. And I'm just going to hold that up because I read imagery as well, so you can see things are changing already because it's blossoming underneath, and more flowers are coming, and then it's being fed by rose petals and love hearts. So, you know, things aren't as bad as they seem. Hold the faith. So another one for you guys. And look, continuing the theme, I didn't do that on purpose. This time, some main chakras and lots more love hearts. Woohoo! A pool of suppressed emotions lies trapped within you, and it is time for you to release them. Allow your feelings and emotions to surface. You are safe. It's okay for you to open your heart and be vulnerable. This is a time for healing old wounds. This healing process is a blessing, not a curse. Wow. Seems like a really good time now to do this violet flame of transmutation meditation, because this will help you to release old wounds and to actually start the process of forgiveness if that's what you're needing. Okay, and then I'm going to be doing positive reading for the future for everybody. Okay, so close your eyes, take some relaxing breaths. This is only a 5-minute meditation, and feel your energy just centering in your heart space. It's just really good to bring yourself in, be aware of all the sounds around you, aware of your bottom in the chair, your feet on the floor, relaxing your shoulders, clearing your mind. And then take a big breath and just send your energy right down into the ground, through your legs, through all your chakras, through your legs, down through your feet, and just ground yourself. Bring out little anchors, ground yourself into the ground. And really feel yourself grounded. And then bring the energy as light back up through your feet, back up through your legs. Keep breathing. Back up through all your chakras, all the way up till it's at the top of your crown. And then harness the light of Creator. So just hold the intention that Creator's light of unconditional love. Connect to your light and just bring it down into your heart space with your breath. Very gently. And then take a breath and breathe it out around you. Use your hands if you need to. And you're in the light of unconditional love, the 7th plane of existence, creator of all that is, bliss energy, no conditions, no people, just unconditional light and love. And just continue breathing in and out. Now I'm calling in Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain, and calling forth the violet flame of transmutation to come up around each and every one of us who's witnessing this video in every time, place and dimension. And feel this flame just come up around you until it's totally engulfing you. You're completely safe. And feel it coming through all your bodies, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, through your chakras, your organs and your cells, and start to release. You can say, I release and let go. And then just whatever emotions you have, whatever negativity you have, whatever person you're having trouble with, just dump it all into the violet flame. Just release, let go, and see it spark off as golden light. And I'm holding the flame, I'm holding the energy for you, as Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel are holding the flame up around you. Holding the energy, keeping you safe in the energy of the unconditional love of the Creator. And just release from your heart space, from your chakras, from your abdomen, wherever you're feeling it, just send it, release it, let go of it. And then call forth that violet flame to flush it out in that area and send it all to God's light. Never send it back to the person, ever. Just always send it up to Creator's light, and then it's gone. Take breaths if you need to, breathe it out. any physical pain, any stress and worry, mental anguish, anxiety, depression, disease, anything. Just bring the violet flame up and dump, holding the energy for another minute. And as you're doing that, I'm calling on the Creator to bring in unconditional love energy to flush out where the negative energy has been, to allow the positive energy to really embed itself. Keep breathing, keep releasing. Now, using the violet flame, send that energy to the world. You can send it without intervention, so by the law of grace. We're not trying to change anything other than transmuting negative to positive. So just sending it out to the world, sending beautiful violet flame into the human collective consciousness, down to Mother Earth's diamond core, into the beautiful waterways surrounding the earth, into the air, transmuting chemicals and toxicity, negative emotions, and asking the Cosmic Council to witness the energy being transmuted from negative to positive, and send all the negative energy up to the Creator's light. And now, as the violet flame subsides, breathe in and out, and we're breathing in the beautiful light of creation into your body and out to the world. And again, the light of creation into your bodies and out to the world, sending love, sending light into your body and out to the world. One more time, the power of 3. Beautiful light and love into your bodies and out to the world. Now send your energy down and ground again. Give thanks for all that you have. Give gratitude for the love in your life, for everything that you have, for the abundance that you have and for the abundance that's to come, for your protection, for your lessons, for the gift of every day. Then breathe that energy back up through your body and recenter. And feel the joy of being, the joy of life, and the freedom that you have, free of the burdens of the past. And if you practice that every day, I tell you what, it makes such a difference. Just to release and let go and bring that violet flame up and dump. Very important and such a powerful thing to do. So just allowing you all to come back into the room. Make sure you're hydrated. Always have water on hand. You're welcome. You're welcome, Genia. Yes, love, so important. Yeah, we all need that. I need that too. It's just so good to just be in that energy and to release. And sometimes we don't realise, do we, how stiff we are and how pent up we are. Just to allow that to flow out is really important. Okay, now I'm going to do a reading, 3-card reading for everybody for the future using these beautiful heart-shaped cards. of the future. And then if you've got any questions about ascension in general, or how to maintain your energies or anything like that. Gloria, that's so great. Wow, I am strong. I have got this. Do you know what? Write that down as an affirmation and put it around and just read it all the time, because the more that we put that into your subconscious, the better. I am strong. I've got this. I can do this. That is so great. Rather than, wow, I'm hopeless. I can't do it. Imagine, see the vibration of I am strong. I've got this. No, I can't do it. It's such a difference. You just, yeah, fantastic, Gloria. Thank you. Okay. For the collective now, I am strong. I've got this. The future of ascension, of connecting to your spirituality, of bringing yourself above the third dimension. This really reminds me of Kuan Yin, actually. Love, love, love the message. You are protected by a higher power that also wants to help you. If the path seems blocked, there is a good cause. Take this as divine intervention, a sign from above, and wait. When the time is right, all flows with ease. We're so impatient, aren't we, with divine timing? It's never in our time. Divine timing can take months or years even, and we want it to happen now. But someone said to me once, you're trying to knock the whole wall, you're trying to knock the door down when the whole wall's going to open up for you. You just have to be patient and wait. So trust that everything, to be in divine flow, we do need to trust and to be really crystal clear with our intentions, give gratitude and thanks for what we have, keep ourselves grounded and protected, and just know that we are safe. The next one, you are an ocean of light unfolding through the infinite space of life. Through the space between each thought, you can see your true immortal nature. The oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you. Like a whirlwind from heaven, it appears and reappears in its endless forms. I love that first sentence. You are an ocean of light unfolding through the infinite space of life. You are protected by a higher power that also wants to help you. Really important. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard sometimes to let go. We're control freaks. We want to control everything, but we can't. We just have to let go. But as long as we feel in control, you know, that we've got control of our thoughts, that we know where we want to go, that we are grateful for what's happened, that we've learned our lessons and we're never going back there, you know, that kind of thing. And the last one, love this too. It is time to step into your power and create an enchanted world. We create our own reality, guys. This is the whole message. To raise to a high vibration, we've got to create positive thoughts, positive vibrations around us. It can be, if you want it to be, with intent. It is, okay, with intention. For just as the oak tree is hidden in its seed, so too the goddess is hidden within you. Reason devoid of feeling is simply harsh judgment. So listen to your heart also and move beyond the boundaries that you have placed around yourself. Wow, these cards are gorgeous. I'm going to read them to you again. You are protected by a higher power that also wants to help you. If the path seems blocked, there is a good cause. Take this as divine intervention, a sign from above, and wait. When the time is right, all flows with ease. You are an ocean of light, unfolding through the infinite space of life. Through the space between each thought, you can see your true immortal nature. The oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you. Like a whirlwind from heaven, it appears and reappears in its endless forms. It's time to step into your power and create an enchanted world. It can be if you want it to be, for just as the oak tree is hidden in its seed, so too the goddess is hidden within you. Reason devoid of feeling is simply harsh judgment. So listen to your heart also, and move beyond the boundaries that you have placed around yourself. We place boundaries around ourselves all the time, and so society does too, and indoctrination and all the rest. But what I'd like to do now is to leave you with a channeling from Jesus, actually. And Jesus is the master working from the planet. His real name is Jeshua, or Yeshua ben Joseph, and he is love incarnate. He's the Christ consciousness, and he's absolutely hysterical. He's really funny. He's got such a sense of humor, and so just so beautiful. And when I channeled this a long time ago, it just really hit my heart beautifully and opened it up. So I hope to give this gift to you as well. I'm Victoria Cochran. I live in Tasmania on the northwest coast. I am a psychic channel, an advanced theta healing practitioner, a medium, a spiritual tutor. I am here to help. I have a website, victoriacochran.com. I am on Facebook as Reaching Out Spiritual News. I've just released my new July newsletter, Reaching Out Spiritual News, which is on Blogger. So you can go on to Blogger and look for Reaching Out Spiritual News, or go onto my Facebook page and click the link. My books are available online or from my website. The concept of oneness. Let us take a moment to consider the earth as we see her, as a pearl within an oyster. She is perfect in every way, until the moment that the shell protecting her is opened and the outside world can come in. As she sits within her shell, closed to the world, with only water and nutrients allowed in, she contemplates perfection. She sees herself as the mother of all her children, who are also perfect in every way, hiding in their shells, protected and beautiful. This is from Jesus. It's absolutely glorious. But there comes the day when man opens all of the shells and exposes the pearls to the elements and to his influences. The pearls are disrespected, treated roughly, and exploited for their beauty. They are sold to the highest bidder and worn as ornaments. They are often housed in drawers and containers and forgotten. They are separated from each other, never to be together again. That is how God sees all of his children, as pearls within the oyster of his love. They are united as one, and the separation is merely an illusion of man. As man goes about his life on earth, he sees himself as separate from the earth. The earth is an oyster to be exploited, not cherished as he cherishes his own life and those of his loved ones. He also sees himself as separate from our Creator, who holds all life in the palm of his hand and nurtures it with loving intention. No life is separate from God, because he has made all life in his image. All life is held in perfection and perfect oneness with God in itself. You cannot live separately from God without creating the illusion that nothing is sacred. All life and elements on earth were created as sacred by Creator. When you live the illusion of separateness, you lose your ability to sense your own worth. You lose respect for yourself and the pearl that Mother Earth really is. You are the pearls within God's love, which is your oyster. The world is a pearl itself, because it has never lost sight of itself as perfection. Human life and Mother Earth are not separate from each other. They all form the perfect pearl held within God's love. Until this is realized, dear ones, Mother Earth will continue to suffer at the hands of those who cannot grasp the concept of oneness. Ascension will work its magic for a time, but we must work hard to teach this concept to others. It is the only hope of staying in the fifth dimension indefinitely. And so it is, Jesus. So every time I read that, it just really resonates with me. And so to finish, just let's sit back in the energy of oneness with the Creator. breathe in that beautiful light and love and see yourself in the sparkly pearlescent white light of the Creator, and breathe in that unconditional love, knowing that you're one with and loved unconditionally by and always connected to the light of creation. So we are co-creators. We are one with creation. We create. What are you going to create today? Create love, create beauty, create positiveness, and create a new world for yourself and see things from a new perspective. Cheers. Lots of love to you all. I'll see you next week. Bye.